handoff to the back. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Handoff heading left. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
Play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They stop the receiver, but that's a solid gain in that play. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Has the first down and more. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Bringing pressure. Just flings it out of bounds, and the pass rush closing in. Second down play coming up. He's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Just trying to get rid of it. And that's just thrown away. I don't think he's going to get away with that. Yeah, here comes the flag. Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick throw to the left. And is intercepted. Could take it all the way. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, this is why I love this defense so much. So opportunistic. We've seen it all year, and now we see it right here. Big interception. They set their offense up in great field position here on their first possession.
First down. They're going to throw the football. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it.
Looking downfield near the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's how you take advantage of outstanding field position. Starting in plus territory makes it very easy for this offense to be able to get down close to the goal line and into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback on the start of the 25. Offense coming back onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. 2nd down and 11. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's going down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. Through a tackle. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
But there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. He makes the grab. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down. Fresh set of downs for the offense after that 1st down completion.
Well, look at this, Chris. The defense kind of hanging their head. They give up a completion for a 1st down. They better get lined up and get the call because they're going up tempo against them.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their 1st of the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to throw yet again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. He could go across midfield. Out past the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. From red zone all the way to the other end zone. What a reversal.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum changer.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away away from the pressure, just throw the ball away, see what happens on this next down.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Swarm with a pass rush is sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass rush closing in, but they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And it falls incomplete. The defensive pressure hurried to throw that time.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got to do a better job of taking care of their guy.
Tackle made after just a short game.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Tight coverage, deflected and incomplete. Brings up 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. And they will trust the kicker here from 55 yards out. Let's see if he can get it there. What a kick. It's good from 55.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pass is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Quick throw to his receiver. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Impressive spin there.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last drive produced 3 points thanks to an excellent long-range field goal. Pressure is coming. Has Huck, can he get in? Brought down, but not before he picks up the first down. Nice game.
Anytime you have a sudden change like this, Chris, I love to see the idea of this quick strike. And defense barely really has a chance to get established and get set. Next thing you know, they're dealing with an offense that's coming right at them, trying to put points on the board.
Oh, and he can't come up with the catch in the end zone. It's going to be 2nd down now.
Boy, what was the quarterback thinking here? You're inside the 10-yard line. You got a chance to put points up on the board. You can't just randomly throw the ball into coverage like this.
Slides the quick throw. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Well, no surprise to an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. And there's the handoff. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They pick up the first on the ground. It's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kirk. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that was definitely not what they had in mind, but look at this. Here comes the tempo again. Undeterred by the tackle for a loss.
That's a nice scramble there. A big gain, but not enough for the first down. Third down play here out of the shotgun. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Catch is made down the middle. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
What a hit there on 3rd down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big 4th down play.
Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here. From the shotgun, drops back. Defense is coming after him. Picks up the first and still running. They finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. first and 10, looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. He'll just throw it away to avoid the sack.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on them. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Alabama.
What a security blanket for this quarterback. When in doubt, just throw it to the big man and let him go up and make the catch for the touchdown.
And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point is good. They cut it to 17 now, 24-7. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return begins inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackle made after a solid gain. Let's spot the ball to 31.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games and all those great backs they've had over the years.
Here's a first and 10 play. The back's got it again. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Looking deep to the right side. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
It's another deep shot. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, they don't hit this one, but I love the idea of the offensive coordinator continuing to try to find the hot hand as a receiver. They missed this one, but keep throwing him the football. He's a mismatch against this secondary.
The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Back-to-back deep shots. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't like that throw at all. Those windows are so tight down here, you just can't force the ball in there because it so easily can be picked off. He caught a break there.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. He's looking deep again. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they have to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Looking to throw now on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup, but this is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it. Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
They bring him down after a short gain there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass caught, 2nd down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Great cut there. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. They finally stop him, but a solid play sets him up. 1st and goal at the 9. Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
No gain makes it 2nd and goal from the 9. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Risky throw here on 2nd down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on 3rd down coming up.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. 3rd and goal, looking to throw for it. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
Oh, the defense completely blows it here. They lose the tight end. He's a real option for this quarterback, especially on 3rd and goal. I'm surprised they wouldn't put a big safety or a linebacker right on top of him. He's open, quarterback made the throw, and they got a touchdown.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. First play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Using his legs on the scramble. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Quick dart to the right. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's his second touchdown catch already in just the first half. You can guarantee the coach on the other side is trying to make every adjustment he can to slow this guy down.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. Quarterback operating an empty set. Here comes a first down pass attempt. On the move now. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got a man down the middle. They get him down, but the game moves the ball to the 37. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off again, the fourth for this QB today.
Love to see defensive backs who are able to locate the football and break on the ball and be able to go up and make a clean interception. Great play here.
First play of the drive now set up at the 27. Looking to throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a great return, but the interception wipes out the scoring threat and gives the offense the ball at the 32.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
Looking for the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not much of a return, but the pick ends the scoring threat and sets the offense up in the 33.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Zips it down the middle. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Now he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're a defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up third down.
Well, that's 2 straight incompletions. You hate for this offense to squander such really good field position. Let's see what they dial up here on third down.
Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. Going to try to use his legs here. He steps out of bounds. No gain on the play.
Well, that is a clinic by this defense on this quarterback run. String him out to the sideline. Nowhere for him to go. All he can do is step out of bounds for no gain.
That coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Stepping to his right now to avoid the pressure. That's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? Handoff here from the shotgun. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Taking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. First down. Looking to throw the football. And here comes a deep shot. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll lead the kickoff right there to start from the 25. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and an offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
He hands it to the back, and the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The offense now facing a third and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Buckeyes will come to the line here looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt.
Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off for a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now third down coming up.
When his quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance, he gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, that one's picked off. After a short return, he's tackled at the 18. What an enormous takeaway by this defense.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost him anything. Let's see what the mindset is here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Throwing off play action. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he could not hold on. Would have been a huge gain.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal.
Nice play action call here by this offensive coordinator. You know, you can freeze those linebackers just for a split second. Usually that's going to give you enough room to be able to get that tight end behind them. And if the quarterback can make a nice tight throw like this, pick up some big yards.
Looking for a man. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete. Okay, now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Stop right there at the line. No gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Look at a throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama. Well, we had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Here comes the point after attempt. And it's up and good. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
Alabama, 21.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. That last possession, they got stopped on 4th down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dreamed about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him, or I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
They wrap it up after the completion just short of the 1st down mark. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And just like that, in one play, they moved into scoring position at the 23. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They finally tackled him down at the 1 after that catch and run. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They are pouring it on now.
And that's his second touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
The offense still out there. They're going for 2 here. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Back to the end zone. They say he did not get his foot down. Incomplete. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Big man finally brought down by the quarterback. That was a tough assignment. Second down, looking to throw it. Short connection to the tight end here. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Good job of reading the blitz here by the quarterback. And it doesn't matter where it's coming from. The tight end knows that they've become a big part of the passing game because they should be an outlet. Anytime you see that kind of pressure, those extra bodies are starting to come after the quarterback. Quarterback's going to turn and get the ball out of his hands quickly, this time to the tight end for the first down.
Looking to throw again. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
The defense has got to do a better job of communicating. That is a wide-open receiver. They catch a break by an errant throw by the quarterback.
Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, what a grab! They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. And now the handoff. Tackled just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run. The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Tide. How in the world do you lose track of the reliable tight end on that play, Kurt?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Intercepted in the end zone.
It's not every day you see a pick on a 2-point try. And how about the attempt on running this thing back? It's essentially a free play to put 2 points on the board. So give it a shot and see if they can catch it.
He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from that 20-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking deep to the right side. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
What a great job here by the defender on a deep ball downfield. One of the toughest things to do is get your head turned back, locate the football. He does it perfectly and bats it away.
Throws to the tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. He steps out short of the end zone at the 7. But what a play.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Alabama.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And they get set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
34.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They'll run it here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Play action, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. It's going to be incomplete, trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. Running out of time in the pocket. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy? Make sure he doesn't get hurt. That's exactly what he did on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and then pick up the first down.
Catch made on the left side. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
That's an easy completion for the quarterback, finding his receiver just dragging underneath coverage.
And it's a bunch formation. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back seems to have a nose for that first down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Catch made on the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. So far, they've been treated to a duel of big play wide receivers. These guys have been putting on a show, piling up the highlights through three quarters. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver grabs it. Loose football. Ball scooped up on the defense.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the second half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Quick pass, the catch is made. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. First down here for this offense.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Alabama comes up with the line quickly.
Well, these big pass plays can jumpstart this offense a bit, and here they go at the tempo, looking to get this defense confused and out of...
Caught at the 30, still running. They finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 28.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to
Touchdown, Crimson Tide, as they come roaring back now. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
Well, this is what we hoped for. This is what we expected, Kirk. A tight, tough battle between two really good teams. Now who can step up and make that winning play down the stretch?
Well, early in the year, these two teams have actually lived up to the billing of two top-5 teams, showing a lot on offense and defense. Now with so much on the line early in the year, tight game. Who's going to make the...
Who's in the clear? They drag him down after a big gain. And move all the way to the 38. So quickly, one explosive play. This offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. And at first down, they go right back to him. And it'll be Smoger right at the line for no gain. Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Third and short, they'll hand the ball off. They stop him behind the line. That's going to set up fourth down and short. Buckeyes will come to the line on fourth down looking to convert. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This has gotten very interesting. They were getting blown out at halftime, and they have clawed all the way back. They bring him down, but a solid game there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Stop at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Oh, I love the go route. They don't quite connect here, but, you know, it sends a message to that defense that you're going to stretch this defense all game long. It can open up the running game, and eventually you go back to it. Maybe you hit it next time for a big play.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Timeout, Alabama.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down. And the coach leaves his offense on the field to go for this one, needing to get a first down. Needs a completion here on fourth down. He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Well, the ball's close to midfield, and this offense is trying to get things going here in the second half. I understand the aggressive mindset, but this one could cost them.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
I love the idea of this quarterback just continuing to give his guy a chance. Already making multiple plays. Why not put it up in the air and give him a chance to get in the end zone one more time?
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They move the ball into good position, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. And it's intercepted, a crushing play. Breaks into the open. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Here we go. Desperation time in the final minute, down 3. What can they come up with? He hands it off from the gun.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. They'll run it here. It's the running back with the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to... Feel around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides. They'll set up at 3rd and 4. The pocket breaking down. What a catch! Tackled immediately, but it's a big chunk play. Gained to the 35-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to stage a dramatic comeback and win the game late. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Tight game. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense make a play here? And they desperately need it. Snapping it from the red zone now. Looking to throw. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to.
Well, they fail to hook up on this one, but you got to really like the position that they're in right now. Building some momentum. They cut into this lead down to 1 score. Now they just have to keep finding ways to move the ball down the field. They have a shot to come back and win this game.
The noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grabbed by the receiver. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Here we go, trailing late in the game here. Serious urgency for this offense right now. Back to throw again. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
4th down now, and defensively, you're just asking these guys to make one more stop to seal the victory.
Here we are late in a 1-score game, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. Crucial play here. They go to the air. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete as the defense gets a big 4th down stop.
Boy, as a play caller, you save this play for this moment. Under 2 minutes to go. 4th down. 4th quarter. Game on the line. And then you just got to rely on your quarterback to make good decisions and be accurate with the football. In this case, he is not. And that, to me, is probably the ball game.
Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Picked off, a crucial turnover. Could take it all the way. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down.
Well, when you take a chance, sometimes things tend to backfire on you. Conventional wisdom says to run the ball, no matter what the down and distance is, to work that clock and win this game the shortest way. You take the chance, you're aggressive, and it ends up backfiring with the interception.
Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
The crowd really making some noise now, trying to help out this defense to get this stop near the goal line. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Football's loose. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
When you're trailing in a game like this in the second half, an opportunity in the red zone at the very least to get a field goal, hopefully a touchdown. The most important aspect is ball security. You got to take care of the football, and instead, they cost themselves a possession.
And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Now a late timeout is taken, 6 seconds showing on the clock. Offense getting set. It's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking deep downfield with the left. Took one last shot with no time on the